I have had it with my dry skin. I don't know if this is going to do it any justice, but I feel like the past few days I've been trying different kinds of foundation. Probably why I'm breaking out. I don't know. So like today I'm trying the new Maybelline Superstay, like the new formula, whatever. I think it's a new formula. Certainly new packaging with the pump. Thank you. Thank you. But I don't know. Like I feel like it's really bad. Like you can really grossly see like dry skin here and here and like even there. I'm like, ugh. And then I tried out, I know I'm starting off really negative. Also, good morning. The new Urban Decay All-Nighter Concealer. I did not like the All-Nighter foundation, but I thought, well, everyone's like, the All-Nighter Concealer is amazing. And I'm like, oh, well, let me try. It's a very dry formula, which is awesome. Like it sinks in really quickly. Like I was, of course, using my L'Oreal sponge, my favorite. And it was like, and it was like, boom, blended in. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. It was. And I think it had different coverage, but I had to go in with my finger, and that's why it's not as highly covered because it was so dry. Dry. No matter what I'd put on my under eye. Oh my gosh. So again, going to be trying these out. This is literally, truly first impressions, and you know how I feel about those. I will share them with you, but you know, it's got to have a follow-up here in like a month after really trying it because it's just, my skin is just so extra dry right now. So with that in mind, I think if you had oily skin, you'd probably love both. Like if you have oily under eyes, this stuff is probably the driest concealer I've ever used for something that starts as a cream. It's very bizarre. But even the Superstay full coverage, I think it did have pretty darn good coverage. And I only put one layer on. If I went in with the second layer, like especially on my nose, it would definitely be full coverage. But it was just so dry. I'm like, abort mission. Don't put any more on your face. So I almost feel like I need to put a lot of glowy like powder and stuff on my face. See, I don't want to put more powder. I'm going around in circles, but just some interesting thoughts. I will say I do really like this Benefit Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I didn't think I'd like it. I really didn't. But I saw some YouTuber talking about it. I think it was like a declutter I was watching. And they were like, it's just so quick to just go and then grab your blender and just blend it in. And so that's what I did. I even did little bits up here. And it blends in so quickly, but I do think you can still see it enough. I don't like super, super bronze skin. But for me, if you're fair like me, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's only one shade. But if you're anywhere near me, you could be a little bit deeper. This will totally work. And it is really quick. So we're traveling here in like 9 days to Disney and on a Disney cruise. I'm so excited. I think that's the bronze I'm going to bring just because it doesn't take up much room and it's just so quick and I will always have a sponge with me. So anyway, I'll shut up. Okay, so I just put on for blush since my skin is so dry, the Glossier Cloud Paint in Dusk. And the thing is, like when you first squirt it out, it's like, whoa. So what I do is I spread it out on my hand and then I grab this and I get a really thin amount, tap a lot of it off, and then just lightly, you know, tap it into my cheek areas. That is the only way I have found I could successfully apply a liquid blush, because I've always just avoided them because I'm like, no, it always looks crazy. It never looks right. But I feel like this really is like a color that I think I might have gone a little too high. That's the problem with using like a giant blender. But I just feel like it doesn't look dry. Of course, my breakouts. I'm just a mess, you guys. I feel very conflicted because I'm trying so many new products. Probably what's breaking me out. But I can't stop. Jessica, you got to get your priorities straight, girl. Anyway, I really like this. And I go back and forth with products like this because it's like, is it more work? And every time I look, I'm like, I don't have time. But I'm like, it really doesn't take that much more time. I just have to do it. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anyway, that's all. Okay, so I bought this awesomely cheesy Christmas dress at Meijer. I think it is awesome. It was like, it might have been 20. I think I thought it was 15, so I'm like, oh, I'm totally buying it. But it's actually really comfortable. And today's like ugly Christmas sweater day at our school because we have like our staff holiday party after. And I don't know, like I had a sweater, but it's not really that ugly. And so I was looking at the ugly sweaters and then I found this and I'm like, it's kind of ugly, also cute. Also, I just want it because I would wear this on actual Christmas too. So I figure I'd rather spend money on something that's ugly but cute. so I can wear it other times. You know what I mean? I know that's like not as fun. I know I'm being like a party pooper, but I really like this. It's so cute. It's comfy too. Also a little low-key shout out to my Ornament earrings. I want to say one of you guys sent these to me a while ago, and I wear them all the time near Christmas. And I also have, I know a different subscriber sent me these a few years ago, and I wear these all, I think every single time. The day before winter break, I always wear these. They're Minnie Mouse like baking at Christmas. It's so cute. So I always wear those the Friday before break too. So those are coming up. But I feel like I need, as a teacher, I should have like a collection of cheesy, awesome holiday earrings, just because I think my students are like, oh my gosh, she's serious. What a weirdo. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm in on the joke, but you don't need to know that. I don't know. I don't even think they even notice. Oh, well, hello. There's the waggly tail. I just got home. And he was laying on that couch. He knocked the pillows all around, and he was not getting up to greet me. So I just cozy. All right, so I just got back a little while ago from our, I was gonna say office Christmas party, not an office, our school, like Christmas party after school. And we did a white elephant, it was fun, but I'm so tired. And at one point, okay, stop me if you do the same thing. So we're there, and I'd ordered a Sprite. And so they brought the Sprite over, and there's like a whole table of food because it's at like this restaurant, and they rent out like this part of it. So there's this whole table of food, so I'd gotten some food, and they brought me my Sprite. And so I'm drinking it. I love Sprite. Like, I don't get it all the time. Like, I try to drink like more water and stuff, but Sprite is my favorite. So I'm all like, Sprite. So I'm drinking it, and I drink like maybe half of it, and 45 minutes passes, and he comes around and he's refilling stuff. So, you know, I'm watching the white elephant going on over here, and he fills it, and I'm like, oh, cool, fresh Sprite. So I'm like, wait a minute. And then I'm like watching him as he's going around, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is a pitcher of water, and he just filled my Sprite with half water. So then I'm grappling in my head, like, do I say anything? And I'm like, well, I'm going to be here like another hour, and I definitely want more Sprite. But if it's full and I'm like, hey, can I have a Sprite, like, or another Sprite, he's going to be like, well, it's already full. And so I'm grappling with this in my head, and finally when he comes around, I end up saying way too much information, telling him what he did wrong, like, trying to sound nice, but you can't really say that in a nice way. I'm like, hey, can I get another Sprite? That's all I needed to say. But then I over-explain it. I'm like, I had ordered a Sprite, and you brought it, and I drank half of it, and you refilled it with water accidentally, and, you know, it's no big deal. Like, way too much information. And then he feels embarrassed, and I'm like, oh, Jessica, you didn't need to say all that. And then I'm like, no, it's not a big deal. So I'm like, I'm making this worse and worse and worse. So finally he brought it back, and it was all fine. But does anyone else do that? Like, you overcomplicate it in your head, and then you end up way over-explaining something. Anyway, so I'm really in that debating period where I'm like, do I take like a power nap? Or do I push through and like do some editing? Tyler's doing some Christmas shopping right now. Oh, I did want to show you something I got in the mail. Oh my gosh. If you hear chewing, Pinocchio's got a bone he's very excited about. So I got this in the mail from, let me grab her card so I say it exactly right, Amy's Small World. And I can put her website link below. She'd actually contacted Tyler and then eventually got through to me, like he forwarded. Anyway, and so she sells these really cute bags with Disney prints at the top. So this is like a set. And I know she said this pattern's like one of her best selling, but I loved this pattern so much. So this size is kind of like TSA friendly. But then there's like this smaller one, and then like this one, and then this really large one. And then it also has this cute little like wallet-sized one. I'm like, that's so sweet. And it's totally, totally homemade, which I think is so cool. And isn't this pattern just amazing? Tyler wanted this one. Like, that's so fun. Because again, that's like the TSA size, so he figured he can use it, especially on our trip to Disney. So if I do film any vlogs in Disney, they're going to be on Tyler's channel, so definitely subscribe. And by if, I mean we always vlog in Disney. We usually do like each day separate, so there's a lot of vlogs that come up. But usually in those vlogs, we'll talk about what we packed, and sometimes I like show what I packed and things like that. So definitely subscribe to him. His link is always like the first link in my description box. That way you don't miss those vlogs, but also that's where we always vlog when it's not Vlogmas. So I've heard a lot of you guys ask like, what am I gonna do? I really like your vlogs, but Vlogmas will be over soon. So of course, check us out over there. We've been trying to do more like not daily, but like everyday life vlogs, kind of like Vlogmas, but more like a week at a time, and putting those up on his channel. So we're trying to get more into that. So if you will miss this, go subscribe so you don't miss them. Come say hi. I usually go over there and like comment back to his commenters because I just like to. It was really foul.
It's probably me.
No, I mean, I smelled it when I came home. I don't think I smelled great either, but...
I don't know if I might have started filming after you said that.
It really does smell bad.
She said, something smells really foul, and I was like, sorry, that's me.
Well, I noticed it when I came home.
I think it's our trash can.
Don't show the trash. It smells so bad.
Don't show it, and people are going to be able to smell it.
Ooh, smell-o-vision. I just woke up from my nap, and Tyler's home.
I made chicken, last night, 2 nights ago? It might still, and I threw the chicken in there. It might still be
the old chicken?
Yeah. It might be that.
That's probably it.
That's my B.
Ooh, okay.
Right, stop smelling.
So we got a sweet package from Jen, who is a subscriber, but she's kind of become like my friend. Like on Snapchat, we like, I don't know. Like there's something about her and like the way she'll describe things like in videos to me on Snapchat that I'm like, I feel like if I knew her in real life, we would genuinely be friends. Like, I don't know. Something about her. So we've kind of talked back and forth on there, and she lives in Canada. So she sent me some goodies. She sent Tyler some goodies. And there's little notes. Look, there's little notes on all these. So we're excited to dig in. That was so sweet of her. And we thought it was lost in the world, lost in the package land, but we finally got it, and I'm so excited.
So I'm very seriously considering moving to Canada and marrying Jen Dennis as a second wife.
Hey.
Because she just sent me, she knows me so well. Never met her. The Golden Girls puzzle. First of all, I don't know that I've literally ever vlogged. I love doing puzzles. I have like a Mickey puzzle downstairs and like another puzzle I've started. Like, I love doing puzzles, and I don't think I've ever talked about that before. But I got a puzzle. I know I've talked about the Golden Girls a lot because the Golden Girls are the best. But Golden Girls and puzzle, life is so good.
Look at those beauties. Oh my gosh.
Jessica, you're on Christmas break. I'm gonna make you do this with me.
I'm fine with that.
We're gonna frame it and it's going up in the basement.
Can we watch the Golden Girls while we do it?
I literally have the Golden Girls on like 24/7.
You do, and you literally have every season on DVD.
And I'll like be doing dishes, and I'll say the words like I know all the words.
It's pretty awesome.
As I go. This is my favorite of things.
Oh my gosh, we've already torn into so much. She sent us some candy we'd tried like in a Canadian.
Yeah. Okay. So
candy.
Do you remember why we got these? My old boss told me. Oh my gosh, yeah. So my old boss, like my old boss's boss, learned we were going to London over Christmas. This was like 3 years ago. And I said, hey, we're going to London over Christmas. My boss's boss like came to me and said, hey, here's $20. I want you to buy me Smarties. And I was like, what?
Smarties, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you can get those here. She's like, no. Like and she told me like, she told me all about these. So I bought her some. And brought them back, and we got, because I was like, man, like she like seeked me out.
Right.
Me out. It was like, I need, because she used to live in London for a while. So she's like, you have to get these. So we got some for her, and we got some obviously for ourselves, and they were stupid good. Now, when we did our Canadian candy on my channel, we said, like, make them last. I don't know. There was something on it, like, yeah, do you eat the red ones last? And we were like, what is that? And then, like, a million people commented. And I guess that used to be a commercial where people said, do you eat the red ones last? It was some, like, marketing campaign they used to have. Anyway, they're delicious. If you ever have the chance, get Smarties. You can get them in Canada and all over Europe and stuff.
They're like M&Ms, but they do taste different.
They're different, but they're super
crazy
good.
How they can taste different, but they do.
Yeah.
And she even remembered that Tyler liked the Big Turk, and like I didn't really like it.
She gave us like 2 of everything except this because she knew I was the only one who liked the Big Turk.
But we've torn into this one we've never had. She said she really likes the Eat More, and we do not have these where we live. I haven't seen them anywhere in America. I've never heard of But it's so interesting. It's like kind of chewy and toffee-like. I'm sure you really want to see where we just bit off. Yeah. And then Coffee Crisp. We actually
are so good.
Remember we got it in
Disney.
Yeah, in the Canadian Pavilion at Disney. So I tore into that bad boy. So
Coffee Crisp.
And she was saying that this is such a popular dipping sauce that like Lay's made a limited edition chip flavored like this. So I can't wait.
And then what was it? There's one more thing over here.
Shoot.
There's one more thing over here.
Yes.
So they're.
Oh yeah.
Nanaimo. I'm sure I'm doing the wrong. Nanaimo bars. But they are, she said she can't send them the actual one, so she sent us a mix. So we're going to bake this. She said serve it chilled.
Oh my gosh, with like coffee. Oh my gosh. The whole reason she sent it was because we were talking about how I love this Rimmel foundation, but in Canada they have it with the pump because it is just a dump bottle. Sounds funny.
It's just a dump bottle.
It was the way I said dump too. Just a dump bottle. Bottom of the barrel, dump bottle.
Dump it out.
Anyway, that's how I feel. So I'm so excited. So she sent me my shade, which was so awesome. And then some lip liners from Annabelle. I'm so excited to try these. And
mug, yeah.
I love this. She remembered that I'd seen like a bunch of sassy Disney things in Target and I wanted them and I didn't buy them. So she was like, I had to send this. It's so sass. Belle's so wistfully. Look at Ariel. I love it.
Flipping up. Sass City.
So, I'm so excited.
Sass City.
I knew you were going to do it. I was going to do it. Anyway, so thank you, Jen. This was so thoughtful and awesome. Just an awesome day.
And put my Golden Girls puzzle together.